Wind Clan. Tallstar on Wind Clan. Welcome. I am Tallstar, and this is Wind Clan, a clan that has known great suffering, but always survives. We are fleet-footed warriors of the moor, the fastest clan in the forest. We have struggled through terrible hardship, but we never give up. I know that other clans sometimes see us as weak, but the truth is, they cannot last the moon on the broad, open spaces we live in, chasing rabbits for our prey. We are the closest clan to StarClan, spiritually and physically, and we always know our warrior ancestors are watching over us. That is what makes us strong. No matter what trials we must endure, Wind Clan will last forever. Clan character. Fiercely loyal, tough, fast-running, and easily offended cats. They are nervous and quick to flee due to the lack of cover on the open moor. They take pride in being the closest clan to the Moonstone. Of all clans, they have the deepest knowledge of two legs from seeing them on the nearby farms. Prey, mainly rabbits. Hunting skills, fast, lean, and swift. Their short, smooth pelts of brown and grays blend in with the rocks and grasses. Wind Clan Forest Territory. Wind Clan Camp. Tucked into a natural dip in the sandy moor, this camp is sheltered from the wind, but has proved vulnerable to attack. Abandoned badger set. Wind Clan apprentices used to come here to learn the scent of badger, now a great spot for hunting rabbits. The Gorge. Wind Clan elders boast that they leaped all the way across in their youth, but apprentices are strictly forbidden to go too close. Two-leg farm. Cows, sheep, dogs, two-legs, and two loner cats named Barley and Ravenpaw live here. Wind Clan sheltered in the barn on the way home from exile. Outlook Rock. This large, flat gray stone slopes steeply above the level moors. From here, you can spot movement far across the grassland, especially a slow-moving or brightly colored cat from another clan. Wind Clan apprentices are assigned to Outlook Rock to test their alertness and guard duty skills. Wind Clan Forest Camp. Welcome to our camp. I'm One Whisker, a warrior in Wind Clan, the greatest clan in the forest. You couldn't see our camp as you came this way, could you? That's because it's hidden in the only sheltered spot on the moor. It's a sandy hollow in the ground, surrounded by a tangle of gorse. The elders say that our first leader, Windstar, reached out from StarClan and scooped up a potful of sand to make us a hollow to live in. Press through the prickly branches here and you'll be able to see the center of the camp. Breathe deeply. Don't you love the fresh air? It's so full of life and energy. I don't know how those other clan cats live what they do. If I couldn't see the sky all day and night, I'd go mad. That's why the warriors sleep out here, under the stars, where our warrior ancestors can see us. It gives us a special connection to StarClan. We've had to deal with a lot of trouble and danger, but when I see them up there before I close my eyes, I know they're watching out for us. Elders and kits can't sleep out in the open, though, so we've built dens for them along the edge of the gorse wall. And the leader has a den back behind the tall rock, too. But he doesn't usually sleep there. Tallstar likes to sleep out in the open with us. What's the tall rock? Oh, it's that large boulder over there from where Tallstar makes announcements and conducts ceremonies. Hear that? It's an apprentice calling from the Outlook Rock. That means there are trespassers on our territory. I better go chase them out. Thanks for visiting. Raid on the camp. It was the darkest of nights. Heavy clouds flitted in front of a claw moon, blackening the sky. There were no StarClan ancestors watching over the Wind Clan camp that night. At the camp entrance were two young warriors, Thrushwing and Stoneclaw. They had received their warrior names that night and were proudly standing guard. Stoneclaw stood up, his ears pricked. What was that? A rustle in the gorse. A whisper of paws in the grass. A gleam of eyes in the darkness. What was that beyond the bushes? Should he sound the alarm? Too late! A shadow appeared before him. A shadow appeared before him, and sharp claws slashed his throat. Thrushwing turned to see her brother lying on the ground, the life bleeding out of him. She shrieked a warning to the clan, but the air was knocked out of her lungs by the weight of a large cat, and her voice died. Pinned to the ground, she felt the large cat's teeth stab at her neck as enemy cats poured past her into the clearing, moving swiftly, melting into the shadows. One Whisker was woken by Thrushwing's call. Beside him, Toyner and Deadfoot scrambled to their paws, and all three rushed into battle, sounding the Wind Clan warrior yowl. "Shadow Clan!" hissed Mudclaw from the tall rock. "I can smell their stink!" He launched himself off the boulder into the thick of the fighting, barreling into a hefty white tom. "You're in no condition to fight," Ashfoot growled at the Morning Flower, shoving the pregnant queen back into the nursery. "But I want to fight. Stay here and protect my son." "I will fight." Morning Flower curled around the trembling gray shape of Eagle Kit and licked the top of his head as comfortingly as she could. Ashfoot's enraged howls came out from outside the tangle of branches. Another Wind Clan warrior howled in fear, his belly sliced open by a Shadow Clan claw. Thrushwing had rejoined the battle and, in spite of an injured leg, fought like Tiger Clan to avenge the death of her brother. The bodies of two elders slumped next to a fallen apprentice. Deadfoot pounded over to Tallstar, his lame paw sending stabs of pain through him. "They're going to kill us all!" he yelled. "We have to escape." "And abandon our camp?" Mudclaw hissed. "I'd rather die fighting than let these crowfoot eaters drive us out." "Deadfoot's right," Tallstar meowed, his tail lashing furiously. "We've lost too many already. If we lose any more, there'll be no more Wind Clan." "Let's go, now!" Deadfoot panted. Tallstar ordered One Whisker to fetch Morning Flower and Eagle Kit from the nursery. Then the Wind Clan warriors and apprentices circled the queen and the two surviving elders and fought their way to the edge of the clearing. Morning Flower was first to break through the gorse wall and run into the darkness, Ashfoot's Kit bumping against her legs in terror. Thrushwing was next, supported by One Whisker. One by one, the rest of Wind Clan followed, tearing through the gorse, their blood spattering the ground, until only Tallstar remained. "This isn't the last of Wind Clan, Broken Star," spat Tallstar. "Wherever you run, I will find you," the enormous Shadow Clan tabby hissed back at him. And with that, Tallstar disappeared into the bushes, and Wind Clan left their home and fled into the night. Wind Clan Lake Territory. Moonpool Stream. This tumbling stream leads on along the edge of the Wind Clan border and up into the hills to the Moonpool. Wind Clan Camp. A shallow scoop in the ground, open to the sky. Unlike other cats, Wind Clan warriors prefer to sleep out in the open. In really bad weather, they retreat to underground burrows left by foxes and badgers. Horse Place. Hear that thundering? It's the pounding of horses' hooves. Stay on this side of the fence. Wind Clan Lake Camp. Can't you keep up? Must be true what they say about Wind Clan cats being faster than other cats. Come on, hurry! Now, rest here and look down. See where my tail is pointing? That's our camp. Doesn't look protected, does it? You don't see any trees or rocks around it, but don't get any ideas. See how many heads are lifted down there? Half the warriors in our camp are watching you, sharpening their claws. No cat comes over these hills without being seen. You might as well know that I'm Crowfeather and I brought Wind Clan to this place. Let's go, quickly! Follow me down, if you can keep up. Now you are inside. Keep quiet and look only where I tell you. This giant boulder is Tall Rock, where One Star makes his speeches. Yes, I know there are plenty of other boulders, but this is the biggest. Stop asking more mouse-brain questions. Stop asking any questions. This gorse bush against the boulder is a nursery. Move along. You'll scare the kids. Now see this boulder? See the large crack in it? Smells like mouse pile, doesn't it? Our medicine cat, Barkface, is treating a tick problem in the camp. Wind Clan cats must have picked them up on the journey. All that hanging around among trees and swamps. Black. Anyway, Barkface keeps his supplies in here. Any sick cat can sleep there too. If you ask me, fresh air is the best medicine. But what do I know? See the tunnel under this gorse bush in the corner? It leads to an old badger set. You wouldn't catch me sleeping inside. It still stinks of badger. I sleep under the sky near my warrior ancestors. Don't stick your nose in there. Rushtail might claw it off. It's the Elder's den now. So, that's camp. You can tell One Star I did as he asked. Now leave! Head straight up the hill and keep going until you see a large of galloping creatures with hooves. Horses, they're called. Pastor is Riverclimb territory. Maybe they shall share their secrets with you next. And remember, I'll be watching you go.